My name's Miranda Anthistle. I graduated from the Humber journalism program in 2011, and I am currently an anchor and producer at Global News in Toronto. And this is my Humber story. When I was at Humber, I had never been so sure of this decision that I had made. Being surrounded by teachers who were still in the industry, who had just left the industry, or who had years of being in the industry was just so empowering. To be surrounded by people who wanted me to realize my dream. That was one of the biggest takeaways, was to go after what you want and have the confidence to do it. Medicine Hat was the very first place where I had my first on-air job. I knew no one in Alberta. I had no friends, I had no family. I bought a one-way ticket, flew to Calgary, took a bus to Medicine Hat, and crossed my fingers and hoped that I didn't fall flat on my face my first day there. But within 6 months, I was anchoring and had the best time there. You have to pay your dues to make it anywhere in this industry. This is not an easy industry. It is not glamorous, despite what people think. And I don't think it should be easy. We are tasked with the responsibility of sharing really important information with an audience, information they need to hopefully better inform their lives. The stories that stick out for me are all over the place. I love soca music. I love Caravana, and so I've gone to interview my favorite soca artists at Caravana, and then doing TIFF, interviewing really big names like George Clooney, covering the Raptors championship run, being downtown when they won. That was incredible. But then there's been stories that have, changed the makeup of the city that have been really negative. The Danforth shooting, the Yonge Street attack, and having to deliver this quick new information to our audience and not fully understanding it right away myself. What keeps me passionate and inspired is knowing every day there's someone's story to tell. Hidden hate, anti-Asian racism is a passion project of mine, and it's very close to my heart. My colleague and I, Tracy Tong, who is also one of my best friends, we pitched it to Global, and I'm really proud to say we're the only network in Canada that put on a national network special focused on it. We heard feedback from not only Asian communities, but outside of Asian communities saying, we actually didn't realize this was happening. Thank you for opening up our eyes to this and allowing us to learn more about it. And that's been extremely rewarding. The most difficult part of the job is balancing your mental health with all the news you take in. How do you separate yourself and give yourself a break while still being informed? It's a balancing act. I do have stress relievers, like going out and dancing or having a dance party at home by myself, and this is not the answer I thought I was going to give. I was part of the team that won the 2013 RTDNA Canada Burnt Cannings Award for Best Small Market Newscast, and it was covering the historic floods of 2013 that basically led to the evacuation of thousands of homes in Medicine Hat. And this was a story that became national news. The top 3 keys to success that I would recommend. Number 1 definitely has to be take risks. Don't be afraid to go out there and go after what you want. The second one is always be curious. Stay curious. The moment you start getting complacent and you just aren't interested in the topic or the community, you need to move on, or you need to think, what is going to get me back into the community and back involved and wanting to know more. And the last one is remember what a privilege it is to be speaking to people. You're being invited into a complete stranger's home to tell their story. Every single time you are doing a new interview, remember that, and remember the responsibility that it comes with. So every little experience you have, or every big experience you have, is only going to contribute to you being a better journalist. Never give up. There's always someone out there who just has to see the potential in you, and they are the only person who has to say yes, and that can continue your journey on where you want to be. I'm Miranda Anthistle, and I'm a proud Humber grad.